Hello, 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 this is Mrdeathtanker, and we are here on Swamp, and I am in my Jagdpz E-100. Alright, a little quick note, this is a 9.5 replay, so there's a lot of stuff here that is obviously not in the current version of the game. And, you know, there's obviously been some differences with nerfs, buffs, and stuff like that, but that's not the point of this video. Basically, this is back, even now, this TD really confounds me in how I'm supposed to play it. I understand it's literally got one of the worst win rates of all the 10-tier tanks, but I'm still trying to figure out how to drive it. And this was at a point in my career where I was just like, how the fuck do you drive this thing? I was getting frustrated because nothing was really working this night. So I figure, you know what, screw it. I am actually just going to go up right into here at B8 where all these bushes and camo is, and just sit up there and shoot people. And that's exactly what it did. I didn't expect great results, but it's kind of amazing what happens, and just how bad the enemy players can be when it comes to taking an entrenched tank destroyer of this caliber. I'm going to do a lot of fast forwarding in this beginning because there's a lot of me waiting around and seeing this giant hulk of metal move into place. But as you can see, we got a pretty standard distribution for the map at this time. Lots of heavies up here and just a couple spotters down here. And I'm basically just fishing for shots and don't really get anything because, well, these guys are not idiots. Well, for the most part right now, they're just taking to cover on this upper ridge and around the hills here. Not much happening down here except a little bit of skirmishing. And now I'm basically just, just looking for a shot, looking this way, looking that way. Trying to get down this, basically, what is it, Jimbo platoon? Yeah, Jimbo pony, yeah. Jimbo and E-100 and the pony. Yeah, those two platoons, they're going to be dangerous. Now I'm looking down south because I can't see anything north. Basically just fishing for shots. We're going to speed this up a little bit because it's just very, very long wait here. Because I'm not really seeing anything, and this is like one of the reasons before this position is not really all that viable right now. This position wasn't so good. Oh, but I do see an IS-8, and he's poked too far out in the open. And big ol' hit into him, took out most of his health. That's like one of the good things about this gun. It just does so much damage. So much damage. 170 millimeters. Nope. And the infamous replay glitches from earlier. I haven't noticed so many problems from the latest versions, but this is 9.5, and I'm trying to get his hatch, but this is a 170mm gun, so the aiming is terrible. The stated accuracy is 3.5, and the gun handling isn't so bad, but it feels a lot worse than you'd think, because not only with the long reload, but it's a German gun. Then you expect a reasonable degree of accuracy from German guns, even if it is this big, but you don't really seem to get that with the Jagdpz E-100. Anyway, more of this giant, basically, house with a gun moving around, fishing for shots. 4-4-3, well, 4-4 now. Not looking too good. Losing tanks. IS-8 still in the middle, but he's being a lot more cautious now that he knows I'm here. The two E5s are up there on the hill using their superior frontal armor to face off. E75 is facing off against their IS-7. Watch for that IS-7. He's going to be a lot of help later on. And he does a really good job holding down that flank by himself, which is, a really good state of quality of the IS-7. But at the moment, this M103 and the E75 are out in the open, and the E75's taking punches out of them, and they can't move out because of the other tanks up on the hills. So they're pretty much written off lost right now. I'm still looking for a shot, still trying to hit something with this gigantic gun, and hoping that somebody makes a mistake, peeks out something. E100, E5, anybody really at this point. But I don't see anything. There goes our STB-1. Now we're down 3 tanks, but our E-100 friend over there seems like he's interested. Lower plate, 1,039 damage. Very good roll. I basically back up, and I do have 6th sense on this tank, and you'll notice I have not been spotted once. This is kind of the reason why this spot's kind of got changed a lot with all, basically this entire map got changed. It's just not fair how well the concealment is, because the camo rating on the Jagdpz E-100 are absolutely atrocious. They're terrible. Oh, here we go. Side of an E5. I don't want to shoot his front because I'll just bounce off a troll, but at his side, goes through easily. I hesitated at the shot there because the E5 is notorious. It was notoriously bouncy even back then, but now it's even worse with just how much better the angles and armor thickness has got. But my luck shooting at the front with this thing, even at a weak spot, it would just hit one of his highly curved surfaces and just bounce straight off. But we have our first kill, and it took out the Jimbo player. Now there's an E5 in the back. Yeah, yep, judged it right, got him. Was able to hit his lower plate, amazingly enough. The Jimbo player's little trying to tell them where I'm at, and he's perfectly right. I'm right there, B980, enemy jetpack. But that really doesn't seem to help the enemy because they keep exposing themselves to me. Ooh, side of a prototype. Let it aim a little bit,
Critical hit.
and I just track them, because reasons. The side of a prototype, biggest freaking house, still missed with the Jagdpz E-100. That's how it goes with this gun. It trolls you just as much as it does the enemy. Anyway, he's not having any more of that because he thinks he knows I'm here, but I haven't been spotted yet. But E75 doesn't seem to know any better. And there goes another one. 3 kills now. Still have not been spotted, and they still keep pulling out right in front of me. IS-7 has done a hell of a job over there holding out against all those tanks. Really amazing job by him. Keeping hull down, using the strengths of that tank to hold off a superior enemy force. E75's a little salty. Your time will come. And usually, yeah, that is the truth in this tank. I'm not very good at it. There's a Wheezy over there. I'm trying to get a shot, but I think I hit the hill I could not see with the shot, but whatever. It might have worked. IS-7 kills the IS-7 and the E-75, so he has 4 kills now. Very good job. There is the IS-8 still in the middle, but he's keeping well back. He knows better now. Anyways, GG, Jagdpz. Oh, that's very nice of him to say. But anyway, now we have an IS-7 on, I don't remember how much health he was at. Yeah, 1,300 basically, full health Centurion, and I'm at full health. I think we got this in the bag now, especially with the IS-8 being so weak, and basically a light tank, a proto that's been heavily mauled, and a medium tank somewhere else. I don't know where at. But Centurion's done a good job of keeping this guy highlighted. I'm not entirely sure why he hasn't been hit yet, but there's the T-54. I was wondering where he was going to be at, but there's a rock in front of me, so I can't shoot him. Aim down the sight. He is perfectly exposed, and he's not moving. And now he's dead. Oh, these players. There's the proto in the distance. He drops off my sight, but I'm going to push up into the bushes so I can get some more sight on him. IS-7 lights him up, I believe. And he is in the open. And now he is dead. 5 kills, 4 for the IS-7. What were these guys thinking? First a T-54 that doesn't move at all. And then a proto that knew I was there. And he just like, I'm just going to expose my entire left side. But now they only have a light tank and a heavily mauled IS-8. It's pretty much in the bag at this point. There's very, very little chance that they can win. And I'm up on 5 kills. Anyway, IS-7 and Centurion are working the lower. And there's not much reason for me to play this position. IS-8's not going to pull out again. He's learned his lesson. And the light tank is unlikely to be somewhere I can shoot him easily. So I'm just going to move out in the mid. and hopefully provide a flanking force on them. I've got 2 shells less, 2 shells left. Yeah, I wasn't spotted once, shitting all that. That's amazing in this thing. It's really, really strange when a Jagdpz E-100 stays completely stealth. Yeah, sure, let's all go one at a time and get executed one at a time. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah, the Jimbo player really has a lot of reason to be angry at his team for doing that. That was really, really, really bad play by all of them. Anyway, the Wheezy spotting our tanks, but he is not moving fast enough, and if the gun lets me do it, yep, another one bites the dust. That is really satisfying when tanks still have most of their health, but the fact you've got a 1000 damage gun really just obliterates them. Anyway, IS-8 doesn't seem to be paying attention what's behind him, but now he is, but I think it's a little bit too late. 7 kills. And only spotted because I pushed out. That is really quite amazing. I love this machine. Anyway, let's go look at those in-game results.